I need time to breathe. Walt Disney Concert Hall with the orchestra.
Yeah.
And honestly po, ako po as a performer, until now, pangarap ko po talagang makapag-perform with the orchestra.
Aha.
Kasi po, di ba parang iba yung adrenaline po.
Ay, oo.
Di ba po? Kasi with the Filipino American Symphony Orchestra, is this the full orchestra po?
It's the full orchestra, but this was the one that we had a tribute to the legendary songwriter Jose Marie Chan. So I was just, part of the Phil American Symphony Orchestra. I was the one playing the piano, the keyboards for them.
Oh,
that
wow.
evening.
Pero parang iba pa rin po kasi talaga, hindi ako makamove on doon po sa Walt Disney Concert Hall. Pero grabe
Ako din,
po.
it was like it was not what hindi ko ina-expect. This is like one of those gifts talaga na surprises ni God talaga. I didn't even know the opportunity was just presented to me, and sabi ko, why should I turn it down kahit na nakaka-nervyos? Sabi ko, oh my gosh, kasi for a while I haven't done classical music since like probably 40 years. Nahalata ang aking age. Forever 21. No, but seriously, I haven't done classical music for a while, and so with this one presented to me, I couldn't turn it down. I said, oh my gosh, kahit na-nervous. So this is the opportunity in a lifetime to perform at the Walt Disney Concert Hall and with the Symphony Orchestra. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna set aside everything, the laundry, the food. Well, the food hindi pwede mawala sa akin. But what I did was I really practiced. I didn't do this when I was taking classical piano lessons when I was a kid. They said to like practice 8 hours a day. I didn't. But with the Filipino Symphony Orchestra, I had to practice like probably 10 hours a day to have it, right. Because you're actually, with the symphony orchestra, and if you make a mistake,
rinig na rinig
dala
po.
lahat, so I didn't wanna.
Opo.
Yeah.
So with that orchestra, kayo lang po yung only piano. Okay, so maririnig nga po talaga.
Yeah,
Pag
oo.
Pero grabe po yun, yung 10 hours practice a day.
Yeah.
Kasi po, back when I was still studying po sa Bachelor of Music po, syempre merong piano minor po, di ba?
Yeah.
And even 1 hour pa lang na nasa piano ako, parang nakakaano naman ang utak.
Oh,
di ba po?
yeah.
So, 10 hours, parang grabe po yun.
I had to like relearn kasi this whole time, like I told you, it was probably like 40 years since I stopped learning classical or playing classical music. Kasi sa totoo lang, mas mabilis yung tenga ko. My ears were faster than my eyes. So, if I can't be considered like a sight reader, so you can't give me like
Yung pyesa
a pieza
po.
and then I read it perfectly.
Oh, wow.
I had to like learn it. So that's why, and I've been in the pop music ever since. So being with the band, that's totally different than the orchestra. Most of our music is on charts. So lang, mostly yung mga chords and stuff. So now everything is notation talaga, hindi pwede magkamali.
Yes.
So that's what scared me. But thank you, Lord. I survived.
Yun. Pero yun na nga po, since we are talking about piano na rin po, ang aking pong first question is, you are a very skilled pianist and vocalist po, Miss Ninette. Which talent did you discover first?
Oh, wow. I would say, as Asians, we're always like forced to learn something, or parang obligated tayo to learn something. So, like with my parents, they wanted all my siblings to learn piano. So, it was something that was, it was my mom's dream to be a pianist. So, napunta sa akin. So, but I loved singing. I was always surrounded by artists, I guess, in the family. My tita was the one who actually got me into singing. She was, during the 70s, there were a lot of singing groups, which is the circus band, the new minstrels, and there was also the ambivalent crowd. And so she was part of the ambivalent crowd, and kasama niya nun sila Ryan Cayabyab. So he was the musical director at that time, and they were always practicing at the house. So I was there looking at Ryan and saying, one day I want to play like that. And looking at my aunt, during the 70s, everyone was dressed in bling like you are now. Like bling bling. Yung mga gowns nila was all made of sequins, and they were just looked so glamorous. So I said, I want to be a performer like her. And then when she called me for the first time on stage at Hotel Intercontinental, that was like in 1970s. The first song, maniwala ka, I sang was I Will Survive. Oh, diba?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Grabe
But
yun.
that's the only song that I was singing at that time. And I said, oh my gosh, if I survive this, I think I'm gonna be...
Literally, you did survive. Apo.
So
Ilang
that's
taon
what I
po kayo
did.
nun, Miss
I
Ninette?
think I was 9 years old.
Oh, wow. 9 years old singing I Will Survive. Wow. That will require a lot of power po
Oh, diba?
talaga.
Oh my gosh.
Pero
But-
mukhang na-survive naman po
Oo.
talaga. Grabe po kasi while listening to your your stories, nakaka-inspire po kasi nagsimula pa lang simula bata pa po kayo, surrounded na po talaga kayo with music, good music po talaga. And considering Maestro Ryan Cayabyab,
Yeah.
'di ba po?
Lagi nasa bahay. The thing is that, so my aunt was singing all like pop music, with the band, her band that time. Pero I was also exposed to like American folk music,
Okay.
some folk pop music, so like James Taylor, Carole King, and those things. When I got older, like now, mas napunta nga ako ngayon dun sa like calmer, like easy listening type of folk
chill music po.
Chill.
Mga ganun.
Tapos na ako sa Whitney Houston era. Yun na kaya ng powers ko. But,
Parang hindi naman po.
tignan natin mamaya.
Pero ayun nga po, Miss Ninette, since we are talking about music na po, did you go to music school po?
Yes, I did. So, formal piano lessons I took at Abelardo Hall in UP.
Oh, wow.
Under the tutelage of Nina Quinto. That's when I had my formal piano training. And then, I went to high school at the Philippine High School for the Arts in Mount Makiling, where I spent 2 years at the high school before emigrating to the U.S. with my mom and my siblings, because my dad was here na at that time.
Okay.
That was in 1982.
Grabe. Sobrang napupuno lang po talaga ng inspiration yung itong studio.
Oo.
And I'm so inspired kasi alam niyo po yun yung dedication po talaga. And yung kanina po 'di ba before we open, sabi niyo po na once sabihin mo sa universe,
Yes.
'di ba po, the universe will
Will
hear
answer.
you, will
And
answer.
God talaga, He really answers prayers.
As what I can see right now, sobrang answered prayer po talaga lahat. And I'm so inspired. Pero ayun nga po, Miss Ninette, being a musician po as well as a vocalist, who are your inspirations for both?
Okay. Well, early on, as a vocalist, kasi this was the thing. When I stopped classical music and decided to go pop, kinalimutan ko yung playing piano and I went just into singing a lot.
Okay.
So during the 80s, it was Mariah Carey and of course Whitney Houston. Sila yung dalawa, vocally. And I learned to sing their way. And then when I finally decided in 1992 that I was going to go home to the Philippines, 1991, to go home to the Philippines and try my career there and pursue my music career there, that's when I met up with one of the CEOs of BMG Records at that time.
Okay.
And then he told me that in order to have a following in the Philippines, first you have to perform in the venues. So you can't just go straight in recording just because you can sing. Which I thought, dati, once you have connections, it's easy to just record from nowhere, like, who's this, But he said, no, when you come here, sabi niya ganyan, you have to start in the venues, just like Kula Desma and Jaja. That's how they started. So that's what I did. And I started performing muna piano in hotel lobbies, Shangri-La Makati and Diamond Hotel. And then finally, the music director at the hotel said, I want to hear you sing. So the 27th floor of the Diamond Hotel with the Sky Lounge, that's when I started to play and sing at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Sabi ko pa naman, I'm not that confident to do both. But then, the BMG executive told me, you have to find a niche. You have to be something different. So that's the time when I said, okay, I think I'm going to do both, sing and play. So that was my niche in the music industry.